Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. So let's play The Witcher, where I have decided it is high time in this RPG that we confronted the inevitable and traditional sewer level. That's what's happening, folks. I'm going into the sewers. Basically, just for a couple of reasons. One, for reasons of curiosity, but also because we have a key for somewhere in the sewers, and also there's a bunch of monsters in the sewers that we can get to fulfill various contracts. So that is why we're going down there. So I believe the map, having activated the quest in the journal, is going to tell us the city sewer entrance is just down the road here.
Stones on us dwarves.
Who'll run the gentry's books?
And will they dispense his assets?
Ooh, barrel. Containing a torch and flint. Blah. I've probably searched that barrel a couple of times now. Right, I think we're going to go down here. This is the way we came out previously, so... Oh yeah, and there's this. Don't know what that's about. So let us find out what is in the sewers. Get our silver sword at the ready. And then once this little expedition into the sewers is taken care of, we do have a couple of other things. The main one we got last time was we've agreed to... hello. Right. We agreed to search the for the tower in the swamp for Kalkstein, and principally, to begin with, actually, find him a couple of books on the subject. Now, I think one of them we can get off the bookseller in town, the Dwarven bookseller, but the other one is apparently a bit more rare than all that, so... How's my inventory looking? Oh, my inventory is completely full. I kind of forgot about that. Right. Do you know what? Oh, this is from the guys we killed earlier. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go to the Hairy Bear Inn. And dump a bunch of stuff. Maybe see if I can find a merchant who'll buy some of this crap off me as well while I'm at it. I've only run into one merchant so far. That was weird. I've only run into one. What? Okay, I'm confused. Okay, this is not the way I came in at all, is it? I'm now in a crypt. I don't want to be in a crypt. I mean, I'll check it out, but I not right now. That's the door I wanted. Bloody hell. Yeah, no wonder I was confused there. Anyway, yeah, I still haven't... the only merchants I've found have been smiths so far. It's kind of annoying. Well, and the barmaid. I don't think she really counts as a merchant, though, if we're being honest. Right. Oh no, it's raining! Again.
You'll bring trouble.
You'll bring trouble. The weather around here has been like this constantly, actually. 2 flipping storms in a row, and there's apparently a third one on the way. I'm getting a bit sick of the wind and rain. It's like been between 20 and 30 miles per hour, gusting to 50 for like the last couple of weeks. Bit of a pain in the bum. Especially if you want to go outside and get any spray painting done. Because that's what I've been doing a lot of that lately, because I've been painting 40k models for the battle reports on the channels, and I should really say I've been trying to... Oh, there's Coleman. We need to talk to him about Berengar's sword. But really emphasis on trying to, because the last few times I went out there, it was either chucking it down with rain, or it was so windy that every time I tried to use the aerosol, it ended up blowing all the paint back in my face. I didn't feel particularly wise or clever after that happened, I must admit, but it was a bit annoying. Now then, Book of the Kiss. That's the scroll we can sell, isn't it? Cults and Religions of the Nordlings. Yeah, we can sell that. Yeah, we've got a couple of bits we can sell to the book merchant. I suppose that's the other merchant I've run into, the book guy. What don't we need right now? Beauclair White. Stanwolfer's Dust. High quality base for bombs. Right, I can sell that. Dried fruit. Salamander brooches. We can sell that to that other NPC if he comes back, or maybe Luvarden later on. Chicken. Fish. Blueberries. Ham sandwich. Let's put the sugar doll away for now, I suppose. I don't really need all of this bottled water, to be fair. It's not really required. You know, actually, I'll take the 5 of them with me. Because that way, if I pick up some more, it won't complete the stack and make a new one. It's just like Minecraft inventory management right now. You know what? I can put those away because I don't need them until I'm actually making some potions, do I? I kind of wish those would go in the alchemy sack, but I get why they don't. Cheese grommet. Okay, that's freed up a few spaces. I could, yeah, just throw away the 2 salt red as well. Of which I have quite a bit, it seems. Pepper vodka, again, it's for potions. So I guess I don't need it right now. Don't need the Mahakaman mead, that's a mouthful. Or the Temerian rye. Okay, it's looking a little bit more sensible now. I've got a bit of space in there now, at least. Oh, goose fat, we don't need that either right now. Saltpeter, Stalford's Dust. Do you know what? You can sell them, but not for very much. So do you know what? They're just gonna go in the satchel for the sake of red women's gloves. I can go in there too for now, along with the red shawl that I've not figured out what the purpose of is yet. Okay, that's looking a bit better. We can free that up even more if we find a couple of merchants. Sorry. Got all excited for the sewer expedition, and then it's been temporarily called off because inventory problems. I won't lie to you, folks. I won't lie to you. When we play The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3 eventually on this channel, maybe less so with The Witcher 3, but definitely with The Witcher 2, I will be installing a mod that gives me unlimited carrying capacity. I will be doing it. I don't have the time or the patience to deal with carry weight in The Witcher 2.
I needn't water my garden.
Luckily, The Witcher 3 is very generous with the carry capacity, in part because you have the horse and the saddlebags for it, which boost your inventory capacity. But in The Witcher 2, you reach a point where your inventory is constantly full, and it is frickin' irritating. It is really annoying. To the trade quarter. Can we actually go to the trade quarter yet? I don't think we're allowed to go there until like chapter 3. But I could be completely wrong, honestly. I don't know. We've not visited the brothel yet, but I don't think I'll find a merchant there. Well, no, not the kind of merchant I'm after anyway.
I won't have to water my garden.
Wait, there's a couple of stalls here, but there's just nobody kind of manning them, you know. I'll collect my witcher tax, of course, but there's this barrel that's stuck in the middle of the stall for some reason. But, I don't know. Townswoman.
Crime rises and the city guards just stare at skirts. Storms come in.
Yeah, it is. I'm just noticing that A, it's raining inside this house, and B, it looks like there should be a storefront, and you look like you're a storekeeper standing next to it, but you're actually just keeping out of the rain, aren't you? That's what you're doing.
Come off it.
What do you want?
Well, a couple of things. Well, this first.
I'm looking for a book on the Swamp Tower.
All right, yeah. A passage in Alvaro's The Secret Gates focuses on magic towers.
This particular tower?
Yeah, he describes its history too.
I'll take it.
Sadly, I don't have it. I've been trying for years to acquire the volume from Golan Vivaldi, but he is a stubborn dwarf. You try. Perhaps he'll sell it to you.
Anything else?
I just remembered another book about the tower.
I'm listening.
Ain Safar, an alchemy treatise by gnomes. Difficult to find, but a certain hermit in the swamp might know something.
Thanks for the advice.
Brilliant. Okay, so Swamp and... Yes, Golan Vivaldi, the bank manager with an angry beard. Good to know. Actually, I'm still not done yet, mate. I kind of ran off down the street there, getting a bit ahead of myself.
What?
I actually want to give you this and this and Basics of Alchemy. We've already read it. Yeah, so off it goes. Brilliant. Geralt has a memory like a computer, so it's all fine. It's all good. He doesn't need the book after he's read it once. Perhaps he's got the Kindle version. I don't know. Anyway, what have you got that's useful then? Swamp plants would be useful. Ritual plants would be useful. But it's like all my money. I mean, I would sell it immediately back, of course, which means it would not actually cost me about 400. It'd probably cost me like 300 or 200. But yeah, no, not yet. I can live without it for now. Although I definitely will get the swamp plants one before we go to the swamp. That I will do. Now then, is there a sodding merchant here somewhere that's... There really isn't, is there? It's the Armourer of the Order, but that's about as close as you get to a merchant. Should we try and go to the trade quarter? Should we just try and see what happens? Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work. But I think... I mean, hang on a minute. Thaler's a fence, right? Would he just buy my random crap, do you think? I don't remember if there was a trade dialogue with him when I last spoke to him, so...
So what'll it be? We doing some ploughing business?
How about some ploughing business rather than ploughing business? Now, I've been told by people in the comments that once you beat one of these guys at Dice Poker, like the computer skews it in your favor so you can win a lot more easily. I don't know if that's true, or probably is true, but I don't necessarily know if it's true or if you guys are just winding me up to make me lose more money. I will consider it, but first I want to sell him some stuff. Yeah, of course he does. I remember him having these axes. I checked earlier, and I just forgot. It's been about a week since I last recorded anyway, so... That's, yeah, you have to forgive me. Yeah, I got loads of rings and stuff. I'll keep that, though, and... Do I really need the Eternal Fire Signet ring anymore? I suppose I'll hold on to it for now. I don't need this, though. I don't need this. And I don't need this. And I don't need this. Or this amber, actually. There we go. Brilliant. Ooh, 200 Morningstar. Chance of critical effect stun plus 10%. I've been told by people in the comments as well, actually, that... Ooh, look at that. That's useful. I love that, thank you. He won't buy it back off me, though. That's kind of annoying. What about this one? Forensic Medicine. Treatise on the application of medical knowledge in criminal investigations. Love that, too. It's quite cheap, actually, that one, so... What else has he got? Zerricanian Mix. Stammelford's Dust. Whatever, anyway. Ooh, he's got blue meteorite. He's got some meteorite. Mental note, he's got meteorite, and he's got a rune as well. We can use that to upgrade our silver sword. Chance of critical effect, incineration. I don't have enough money for it right now, but that might not always be the case. Anyway, yeah, I've been told, as I was about to say, by the comments as well, that the basic advantage of these secondary weapons is their secondary effect, like the axe here, which has a chance of dislodging a shield, 40%, which is very good. Or this one that's 50%, bleeding. That's basically what you use them for against single opponents when you want to apply a specific effect. And that's the chief usage of them, and that's why they're in the game. The manual doesn't explain this. The game itself doesn't explain this. But effectively, that's the reason you occasionally use them instead of your swords. So, good to know. Good to know. Anyway, let's close out of this. Let's go ahead and read that. Golden Oriole detoxifies and produces resistant to poison. Wolf increases chance of precise hits. Black blood kills monsters that bite or drink blood. Okay. Some useful formulas we've just got our hands on there. And forensic medicine. Before beginning an autopsy, we must gather... Right, this is where it's cheap. It doesn't actually give you anything in terms of your glossary. Before beginning an autopsy, we must gather as much information as possible to help us interpret any marks we discover on the body. It is good to know who the victim was and in what setting the corpse was found. Witnesses should be questioned and experts consulted. A well-conducted autopsy gives almost as much information as talking to the victim. We can learn when death occurred and its circumstances and what happened to the body afterwards. We may also learn about the murderer, any objects used in the murder, and the manner of their use. A corpse cut with a scalpel is like an open book. Whoever examines the details and carefully tests every hypothesis will understand it. It adds a glossary entry. Medical science. And do you know what? I think I'm going to keep that one, because I think it might be useful later. Something in the back of my brain is telling me that book is useful. Hold on to it. I could be completely wrong, of course, but for now I'm not going to sell it. But I will sell that random Witcher scroll that I found. Sorry, am I interrupting something here?
What do you want?
Take that off my hands. Good sir, thank you. Alright. Oh, go on. Do you know what? We haven't played dice once yet in this entire episode. Let's fix that. Why don't we? Let's see if you guys are right or if you're full of nonsense. You're just trying to make me lose more money.
So what'll it be? We doing some ploughing business?
Let's have a go. See what happens. Oh my god. I'm going to start low, just to experiment with this and see if it's any different. What do we roll? Pair of sixes. Okay. Select dice to roll again. Could roll that one again, and if I'm supremely lucky, if I got a 3, it would be 2, 3, 4. I'd be missing a 5, wouldn't I? I could roll these two again, try and get a 3 and a 5. But the chances of that are stupid. Assuming that the odds are fair and not actually skewed in my favour, as the comments claim. No. It's given me 2 pairs at least, but... And I win. Alright. So far, so good. Pair of 6s again. And a pair of 1s, so 2 pairs. What's that dice gonna do? There we go. You know, in my house, if the dice is cocked, you roll it again. You don't push it down like that, game. Sneaky bugger. Yeah, he's got 3 of a kind, which is not great, so I'll accept the bet. 0. Whatever that means. I've just noticed that coin down there. And those ones up there. If I could zoom in on it, actually see what's on it. Anyway. Also, a very nice silver fork over there. Anyway. What do we roll again here? I guess these three. I mean, a pair of ones is okay, but it's not going to help me beat 3 of a kind, is it? And in actual fact, I'm still screwed here. Yeah. Alright. One more go. He has nothing at all? Wow. That's actually kind of unlikely, honestly. Let's see then. Pair of 2s. Pair of 2s is kind of rubbish, to be fair. Maybe we should just roll the whole lot again. No, we'll roll everything but the 6 again, because 6s are always nice. If you get into a sort of stalemate kind of a scenario. Oh, if we only had a 4. Instead of an extra 6. I lose again. Yeah, okay, right. I think you're full of nonsense, chat, personally. Chat, comments. This is not a live stream, but anyway, I think you're full of nonsense. I think you're full of rubbish. You're just trying to make me lose more money. I've had enough of yous. Right, now that my inventory really is quite clear indeed, I think it's time I actually made good on my promise and actually went to the sewers.
Storms come in. You bring trouble.
You bring trouble. You're not wrong, old lady.
Oh, it hurts.
Are you following me?
How much longer?
Right, well, there's a crypt apparently in here. I'll explore that in a bit, but we'll check out the rest of the sewers first. And how extensive this is actually going to be, because we've only explored a little bit of it right now. Oh god. You guys have respawned, I see. Would it be a good time to use some oil? We're not having that much difficulty with them, in fairness, but every little helps. What have we got? Loads of necrophage oil as well, so tons of the stuff. So really, no reason not to, I think. There we go. Need to remember to control click on these little guys. There we go, much quicker. I'll need to take some cat before we head into that crypt as well. It's very dark in there. Come on, Geralt. There you go. No, don't get stuck. Right, so we're here. And off down there we've not explored yet. Cockatrice Lair was there. There's a place of power just around the corner here. Let's go ahead and activate that. Whoa! Hello there. Where's this place of power? It should be here. Not seen it though. Is it because my medallion is not tuned correctly? I thought it was tuned to detect magic, honestly. Rather than monsters. Where's the third one? There it is. It's kind of dingy down here. Yeah, I'm apparently right next to it, but I don't see it. Never mind. Very good. More alchemy ingredients, please. Drown of brains are, I believe, one of the useful ingredients you need for making swallow potions, so they're pretty vital. Okay, what do we have here? Bars. Locked. Obviously, the key wasn't for that. I'm going to guess the key might have been for the bars that went into the crypt. Oh, a green mold. I can get that now. Having read a few extra books since I was last here. Excellent. Oh dear. Hello. Where are you? Oh, there's a lot of you. There were a lot of you. Oh, you're not dead yet. My apologies. That was me assuming we were done here. I know I'm not using signs at the minute, guys. I just because I kind of don't need to with this lot. And again, I don't know why I'm not control clicking. Force of habit, I think, really. Alright, so what do we have here? Ah. The fast attack animation there is quite drawn out, isn't it? And you, come on. Where is your click spot? Oh dear. Oh, it's a ghoul! Just for a change. We need to use strong attack on you, don't we? We actually have to drown dead and not drowners at the moment. I don't know if we'll find any drowned dead in the sewers. Whoops. That might be a swamp thing. Teleport to Calxine's laboratory. Ah, yes, of course we can fast travel via these things to Calxine's laboratory now. But no. Perform the ritual of magic. Sign intensity increased, and you've definitely fallen victim to the drowners and whatnot. Bars? Hello. Where will that lead, I wonder? Don't know, because it's locked. But clearly outside the city by the looks of things. Ah, I was about to say, I kind of was expecting to get attacked there. Whoa, okay, I can absolutely murder ghouls right now. You did not stand a chance. Again, I think I'm after owl ghouls as well and not regular ghouls. But where there's ghouls, surely there's probably going to be an owl ghoul or two. At some point. I've gone in a bit of a circle, I see. Alright, well. It's kind of a big map, isn't it? There's some ruins apparently all the way over there. Interesting. I don't know how to get to this bit, though. For now, anyway. Let's go check out that crypt, I guess. Since I think I've checked out everything else here. Right out in the sewers. Well, that's subtle. Okay, crypt. Here we go. Let's drink some cat. If I've got any. Please tell me I've got some. Yeah, I've got tons of the stuff. Excellent. There we go. Okay, it's all just collapsed. Ooh, that's a gravier. You're getting a round of stun, my friend. Remind me, Actually, I don't know if it gets listed in there. Oh, no. I don't have them in my inventory anymore, do I? Drowned dead, echinops, dogs, and algals. Right, so no graviers. Shame. Gravier bone. Ooh. Just heard something there. Suent mushrooms. One of these days, I'll find an alchemy ingredient which has got vermilion in it. One of these days. Seems to be nothing else in here. Whoa! Sneaky devil! Were you actually dead the first time? Is this the same guy? You just got back up, or? Because I don't see the other one. Interesting. Oh no, here we go again. Easily dealt with. The oil's definitely helping a lot here. The oil and the fact that I'm using a silver sword, of course. Well, alright then. Just for variety, another gravier. It's quite a big room here. I'm expecting a lot of enemies in here, honestly. Ah, ghoul, hello. Do you have any friends around here? Something very boss fightish about this room, you know. Oh, okay. I'm using the wrong style again, aren't I? Because you're smaller than a gravier, I thought, ooh, that must be a fast enemy, and then I just realised, no, ghouls are... Okay, are you just going to infinitely spawn? Apparently you are. This is really weird. Why do I feel like you were all supposed to spawn at once instead of one at a time? It's kind of odd. Oh, hello. I mean, you know, like, you're a good horde enemy at this point. I can kill you individually very fast. Oh, look, another one. Infinite ghouls. Is that effectively infinite XP if I really cared to grind this out? I mean... Not that I would, but... Just a thought. Really do feel a bit over-leveled at the moment, I've got to be honest. I'm hoping I'll meet something down here that will prove me wrong. We have a fireplace we can rest by if we really want to. I don't particularly want to, though, right now. The thing is, it's not night time. I'm wondering, I have to admit, if that's a big pile of money and rings. That's nice. I implore I'll find him at the sewer entrance. Oh, of course! Right, yeah, it was the guy outside the sewer who sent us in there with the key in the first place. Right, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I wonder almost if the enemies down here would be different if I came down here during the night time, but I don't think it makes a difference. Honestly. Alright, are we really done here? Like, because this is just a dead end, but... I wonder if there's going to be another one, like the crypt in Chapter 1, where it gets cleared up, Because there seems to be more here. Like, there's this bit here which we can't access right now. And this isn't even written on the map as being... You know, it's not drawn in on the map as being a collapsed tunnel, this thing here. So, yeah, I'm kind of wondering if this will open up later. Only one way to find out, of course. Oh, look, who's back. Go on, just for old time's sake, we'll fight you guys. Before I leave. It's kind of funny how the drowners seem to put up a bit more of a fight than the ghouls do, but there it is. I didn't even loot them and I don't even care. It's more XP. I wonder if I've leveled up, actually. So this guy just wanted a ring, right, didn't he? That's what he mentioned. He wanted a ring and everything else was mine. Of course, this is The Witcher, so I fully expect him to double-cross me somehow, but, you know. No, I don't have any talents. Just checking. Still level 12. I need 91,000 points to advance to the next level. I currently have... Yeah, oh boy, okay. Is it this guy?
Greetings, sir.
Greetings. Who are you?
Guess not.
A shoe shine? Clean that muck off your boots for just 2 errands?
Well, why not?
First journey to Vizima?
You could say that. Tell me about it.
We've some heavy issues here. There's a quarantine because of the plague. Squirrels are fighting the Order. Monsters breed in hundreds, and we struggle with bandits. As one bard sang, Vizima's like a brothel on fire.
Ooh, lots of things to discuss with this guy, okay.
Tell me about the plague.
The plague pushed the king to establish a quarantine, which plagues the merchants. Old Vizima was sealed off. Unfortunately, townsfolk are falling ill here. They bundled them off to Lebioda's hospital.
I'm interested in bandits, but not the ordinary kind.
Something odd there. They operate with brutal but effective force, mainly at night. Their goal remains unclear.
Tell me more about the Order and the squirrels.
The Scoia'tael wage a guerrilla war outside town. The Order of the Flaming Rose replaced the Special Forces. Hatred for non-humans grows daily. You needn't be psyched to see something evil's afoot.
I'm looking for witches' jobs.
You'll have no trouble finding work. Ask merchants. There's also trouble at the graveyard.
Anything worth seeing?
We boast merchants, an alchemist, a large hospital.
You don't talk like a shoeshine.
Everyone hides skeletons in the closet. Let me tend to your boots. I've bored you long enough.
Okay. It's not who we were looking for, but interesting fellow.
The city guards avoid us, but who will protect us?
Ah, hello.
Take me as your squire. I can carry a sword.
No. Do I need to leave it on this thing? Is that what I need to do? I'll find him at the sewer entrance. Yeah, I'm sort of not finding him at the sewer entrance, though. Is he only going to appear here at night or something?
You bring trouble.
I am confused, and I do not know. Well, I'll hold on to it for now, I guess. Whatever. If he never turns up, I can just sell the stuff, I suppose. But, yeah. Unless it's gone into my quest items, of course. I don't think it has. Just this family ring. And a few errands. Alright, I did say earlier I was going to go check to see if we can get through the trade gate. The trade quarter. I kind of don't need to now because I've discovered that Thala is a merchant of sorts. But, we can go and have a look. You are following me around.
You're huge and ugly.
You know, you're small and ugly. I know which I'd rather be of the two. Although, oh no. You know what? Vivaldi's just down here. We need to talk to him. He's got a book we want. Although I don't know if he's going to want us to buy it from him, isn't he? And honestly, I don't know if I've got enough money. I don't know if I've got enough money to do that. I'm struggling with the English language today for some reason.
What brings you here?
Do you have a copy of the secret gates?
I do, but I'm unwilling to part with it.
I insist. Just give me a price.
So be it.
He's got both bloody books. I can afford this one for now. You got both of the sodding books. Unbelievable. Alright, well. I don't need that. I mean, I do need that, but I don't need it right now. Where is it? Okay. Secret gates. Old men say that long, long ago, a mage lived in the swamp. He spent his days and nights poring over his books and pipettes. They say he was seeking the stone that turns lead into gold and springs water into moonshine. In other words, a stone that sublimates all matter. The gods were not pleased, because in his pride he would reach where no mortal should. Thus, one night, a terrible storm struck the mage's tower down. However, he built a new one, and cast spells to tame the storm. This tower stood until another dark night the earth itself moved and toppled it. Yet he built a new one, and cast spells to bind the earth himself. And so neither heaven nor earth could harm the mage. Then, one day, he disappeared. Some say he took on an apprentice, and this brought him to his doom. Others claim a woman was his undoing. Yet others, that his own creations turned against the mage. In any case, the tower stands locked and guards its secrets, and what lurks inside, nobody knows. So he built a few towers before he got it right in the end, and then he disappeared out anyway. I don't know if we have to go immediately back to Kalkstein with that information. I don't think we do. I can't help but be reminded of that bit from the Holy Grail. Built the first castle that sank into the swamp. So I built a second castle, and that also sank into the swamp. So I built a third castle, and so on. It's been ages since I watched that. No, don't stop checking this barrel. I swear I should loot it just so I stop checking it out of poor memory. And have these really just reset immediately? Holy crap. Infinite Burbicane and Hellebore petals, I guess. No, this one's still not reset. Interesting. I don't get it. Whatever. Or did I just not pick it up? I don't even know anymore. I'm losing the plot completely. Oh, right. Is he inside the sewer? Is he, like, on the other side of the entrance to the sewer? Is that what I'm getting wrong? I'm confused. You're not.
I was beautiful in my youth.
I'm sure you were. I don't... Was I meant to do something with this? I don't know. I guess he might just not be here yet. Ugh, get out of my way. Small child. Well, here's the detective's house. I suppose we could go talk to him. I can't think of anything else to do right now, so alright then. Hello, sir. Nice hat. That is a big fish you're eating right now.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a big fish for just one person, but whatever.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
A warrior like no other. Your legend precedes you. How can I help?
I'm looking for some information. Is this where I'll find it?
Good question. I used to work for the lawyers Codringer and Fenn. Satisfied?
The names mean nothing to me, but I'll assume that's a recommendation.
As a professional, you understand information has its price.
I'll pay.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
I'm interested in the people who wear salamander pins.
Just so happens I know a thing or two. Before I go on, I wouldn't mind knowing what your interest in the case is.
Azar Javed. Name mean anything to you?
I've heard it. Why are you looking for Javed?
Let's just say my boots do a rendezvous with his ass.
Usually I charge for information, but I'll give you this bit for free. I've been working on that case for a while.
Personal matter or a commission?
I'll risk trusting you. Let me tell you a story. A happy couple once lived in Vizima, ordinary as fish in a pond, with a 10-year-old boy. One day the father returned home and was puzzled not to be greeted by his son, his dog, or the smell of dinner on the stove. He suspected nothing until he found the dog dead, shot in the muzzle with a heavy crossbow. He wasn't even sure it was his dog, but then he found his wife pinned to the kitchen door with a spear. He searched the house in vain for his son. The culprits hadn't left a trace. To make a long story short, Vincent Mice had to close the case. No witnesses, no evidence. Except 6 months later, a monster's corpse turned up in a trash heap. Eyes like festering wounds, pale, rough skin, unnaturally muscular body. Everyone had forgotten the murder and disappearance. Almost everyone. See, the missing boy had one characteristic feature, a 6th toe. Only the parents knew about it. Always had trouble finding shoes for the kid. And the dead monster had an identical 6th toe. The father has devoted his life to tracking down the murderers.
I hope he finds them.
Back to reality. This is what I've managed to learn. Azar Javed, a Zerrikanian sorcerer, leads Salamandra. He's more dangerous than a pit of kikimores, but unfortunately out of my reach. With his contacts and resources, he's got almost free reign in the city.
I got a taste of his abilities. Anything else?
I suspect Salamandra has built a large-scale operation, with gold simply greasing the wheels of their political ambitions. They're conducting genetic experiments, dangerous ones. Regular thugs wouldn't have the knowledge or means.
Who's working for Javed? Any guesses?
The captain of the guard who dropped that investigation disappears nights. Maybe you can squeeze some information out of him.
Is that all?
We might have one more lead. The city guards detained someone who could provide information.
The guards at the city jail?
Yeah. Find a way to question that prisoner. In the meantime, learn what you can from the guards.
Count on it. People open up to me all the time.
His information could be priceless. Good luck.
All right, well, we already spoke to that first one he mentioned, because that's Vincent, the captain of the guard, who did drop the case, but we also know that Vincent's been going missing on nights because he's been hunting Salamandra. So I don't think he's really the culprit here.
Know anything more about the Salamander prisoner?
He may be one of the leaders, though in this town the guards capture pawns while the big fish swim free. We'll know for certain once you question him.
We'll see.
Just one thing. I think you're being followed.
Any suggestions?
Wait here a while. Make them nervous.
Surprise those who want to surprise you. I'll leave at midnight.
All right, then. Yes, we are being followed, but by a small child. I assume that's not who he's referring to, though.
The Witcher is taking his time.
He must have left a different way. No matter.
Seems true. I assume the trap is set?
Indeed. Tend to your tasks in the trade quarter.
I'll leave the matter to our best agent.
I'll kill you!
Oh boy, okay. Bloody hell. Alright, we're gonna deal with you first, because you're annoying with your poxy bow. Now, you're wearing armor, so I'm thinking that strong style might actually be better against you, and it is, yeah. I've used fast style against him in the past. Well, not him specifically, but guys like him. And yeah, it turns out strong is better because he's wearing armor. Hey, more salamander badges. As soon as I find someone to sell them to, I'll be in the money.
Where will they bury me?
Right, I think that's all of you looted, except for that one. Okay, well. Our friend still isn't here, by the way. Anyway. Interesting stuff. The professor was just here, and apparently he's got jobs to do in the trade quarter, so we should probably think about getting to the trade quarter. But, ladies and gentlemen, on that bombshell, as we finish killing all of these, kind of like to take that axe, you know. There we go. I never used the torch anyway. I'll rue the day that I did this, because I'll get to a dark bit and I won't have any cat potions, and I'll need the torch, and it'll be like the worst thing ever. But if I come up against foes with shields, I bet that's going to be super useful. So I'm having it. But anyway, yeah, folks, on that bombshell, as we stand here amidst the blood and bones of our defeated enemies, I leave you, for that is the end of this current episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you again for more Witcher in the future. But for now, that is all. Thanks so much, everyone. I'll catch you next time.